another each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
You should be able to hear me now. Hello, checking. All right, you can hear me now. That's not your phone. Okay. All right. Yeah, it helps if I, you know, uh, bring my microphone downstairs and plug it in. So, all right. Well, I was very entertaining at the beginning. Uh, whew, sorry to do some running there. All right. I was going to talk about sponsorship real quick before I got started. I'm going to do it anyway. Anybody that sat through a couple minutes of no sound, thank you. I appreciate it. Rewatch. Um, and it's the should men and women sponsor each other? Okay, because I hear this a lot. I do, and I don't have any real opinion on it. It really depends on who you are. Um, I would recommend that you try and have female for female, male for male. Now, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, if you go to a group, here's the problem. I'm going to let you know what the problem is. We have a group of men that are coming into AA that want to share their feelings in a group of other men that don't know how. That's the problem. Gen Xers don't talk about their feelings. We avoid them. Most of us do. We don't know how to talk about our feelings, right? And we have a group of boys, in my mind, that may not get a chance unless they have everybody. We sit there and say you got to have a sponsor. Well, you look around for a male sponsor. I've been looking for a male sponsor for years. I can't find one. I can't find one. I always get lame excuses like, "Oh, well, you're a guru," or Well, I can't do everything over Zoom. I'm sorry. You've got to come to me. The demands, sponsors are not allowed to lay demands either. So, all right, let's get to the topic. I think that's enough on that, right? I don't think it's very controversial. Here's the thing. This is what it comes down to. Somebody, if there's a younger female in the program, I don't like males sponsoring females unless they are just safe. You know what I mean? I think I think a girl could probably talk on this much better than I could. So I'm gonna stop because I don't think I would do it any justice. Okay, this I do know. Whenever I talk to a newcomer, if they are male, they will tell me I get along with females better. If I talk to a female, they will say that I get along with males better. Okay. And the thing is when you do that, when a male sponsors a female, he will not be able to get into certain things with them. That's the problem. Okay. I don't want to do my sex inventory with a female. Sorry, but I don't. Right. All right. Let's get to it. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. We're 7 minutes in. We're going to talk about detachment now. Please say hello whether you're watching live or the rewatch. And good stuff, right? What it always comes down to is intentions. And I'm going to tell you now, most men don't have very good intentions. Sorry. I don't mind telling ourselves. I go through it too. Yeah. All right. Today, I'm reading out of Courage to Change. And Courage to Change, welcome, Chris. We're actually just kind of getting started. See, you are on time, brother. It's good to see you. All right. And I'm still proud of you and your time, man. Happy birthday. I'm going to celebrate for a month. Okay. I love you, Chris. But today I'm reading out of Courage to Change. And Courage to Change is the daily reflections for Al-Anon. Okay. But it fits very, very well with what I wanted to talk about today. Okay. Which is, trying to keep the people in your life that support what you do. Okay. Keeping people in your life that support what you do. And that can be very, very hard. It can. The original topic before I looked in here was recovery is effing hard. And it's still the same thing. It's still the same topic. But I had forgotten about detachment. So when I read this, I'm like, perfect. Thank you, God. Thank you. Because that's exactly what I kind of wanted to talk about. See, God will supply you with what you need in your outlets if you're willing to do just a little bit of work. All right. Whew. Are we ready? All right. This is going to be a fun one, but probably kind of tough. But let's do it. Detachment. At first, it may sound cold and rejecting, not loving at all. Just the word itself doesn't feel good. But I have come to believe that detachment is actually a wonderful gift. I'm allowing my loved ones the privilege and opportunity of being themselves. Okay. Why am I reading this? Because we alcoholics need to learn this. In fact, I think everybody needs to learn this. Okay. There's so much stuff in Al-Anon that's life-saving. Right? If it wasn't for detachment, I don't know that I would be here. Okay. And detachment can feel hard. Is detachment tough love? I think not. I don't think so. Because tough love is, well, I'm just not going to talk to you or anything at all or do anything to help you. And I have a hard time with that. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That Dion has some codependency issues. That's okay. It comes with all this. If you have done the 12 steps, you have codependency issues. Okay? Because we do want our people to be happy. Okay? I'm very codependent when it comes to my wife. If she is upset, I will do everything in my power to entertain her to make her happy. When really I just need to let her go through that and be there and be available. And that's hard, just being available. That's kind of tough for me. Sometimes I overreact. All right. I do not wish to interfere with anyone's opportunity to discover joy and self-confidence that accompany personal achievements. If I am constantly intervening to protect them from painful experiences, I also do them a great disservice. Yeah. Here's the hard part when it comes to alcoholics and, well, addiction. Sometimes you have to let go. Okay. And we're talking about family and friends here. Okay. And it may not, maybe they're just toxic. Maybe they're not addicted to anything. Maybe they're addicted to drama. That's a different type of mental illness. But it's still a mental illness. Okay. There's another part to this paragraph. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Okay. In no other way. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have a hard time with this stuff. I think I mentioned that a few times already. So let's go ahead and move on. I don't need to say it again. My brain keeps telling me my brain is not being very nice to me right now. I'm like, that's why I keep stopping. It's telling me I can't do this stuff. The fuck are you talking? I mean, it's not being very nice. Something keeps making me want to stop. And I'm not going to, but it's just weird. You know, I was telling my wife last week, I feel picked on. Nobody's doing anything. No one is doing anything to me. But yet I feel picked on. And I think I know who it is. All right. I find it painful to watch another person suffer or head down a road I believe leads to pain. Here's where I have a hard time. I'm an example, so I lead by example. And the reason I lead by example is so that you don't have to go through the bullshit that I went through. But sometimes they're still going to do it. There were other people that came along and said, hey, Dion, if you go that way, you ain't going to make it. And I didn't listen to them. Okay? I still went and did it. But that person felt like they had to say something. Okay? Prevention does work. That's why it's out there. Prevention does work. Okay? A lot of people now think prevention is about sitting down with an alcoholic or addict with a prevention specialist. No. That is a very small portion of prevention. Prevention is actually about the youth in our country. Many of my attempts to rescue others have been prompted by my desire to avoid this pain. Because when I watch other people go through it, my old pain comes back. And that sometimes, and isn't that selfish? That is considered selfish, is it not? It is. It's a tough one. Today, I am learning to experience my own fear, grief, and anguish. This helps me to be willing to trust the same growth process in others because I know firsthand about the gifts it can bring. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, dude. Good to see you, brother. So I'm going to read that again. Today, I'm learning to experience my own fear and grief and anguish. Okay, so that means that I'm going to tell you, when it comes to homeless, my heart breaks every time. Every time. Why? Because whenever I see a homeless person or somebody going through that, I'm 18 years old living on Skid Row again. That's how I feel. And it scares the bejeebus out of me. Okay. Okay. That's because of my PTSD. What my PTSD does is I will think of something in the past and my brain will be thinking, oh, it's happening right now. And so you react like that trauma is currently going on. Right. And what you need to do is get that over to the memory portion of your brain over here. So, oh, that's a memory. It's not happening right now. I don't need it. Yes, I still feel the pains of it, but not an overwhelming sense. Today's reminder. Sometimes it is more loving to allow someone else to experience the natural consequences of their actions, even when it is painful for both of us. In the long run, both of us will benefit. Today, I will put my love first in my life. All I have to do is keep my hands off and turn on my heart. All right. Thank you, Al-Anon, for helping out this alcoholic today. You gotta be tough to be an Al-Anon. Wow. Man, they put up with an awful lot from us, didn't they? Our moms, our dad. I know my wife would save my life. Just remember that. These people, those nagging mommies. You know what I am proud of? I'm proud of the fact that my mom doesn't need to worry about me anymore. That my favorite auntie doesn't have to worry about me anymore. That they can go to bed not worrying about Dion. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we do to other people. All right, that's what I got for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Mandy, Chris, Tommy. I'm sure we had some other people too. It says 0, but I don't believe that. I think there's still a couple people here. All right, I love you all. Peace out and have a day.